Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monseigneur. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church.
I'll be right back, Chad.
If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance clouded her reason.
Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I will never preach to the people again. I recant everything I preached and want to be accepted back amongst good Christians again. I will do whatever you command to make amends for my sins.
Behold, Johanka's soul too have we brought back from the dark labyrinth of the evil one and into the divine light of our Lord Jesus Christ. But the remnants of Satan's evil influence linger in her yet, and must be cast out in the name of Almighty God. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
Full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed be the fruit of thy womb. Jesus.
Behold, Lucifer has been defeated. Johanka has been freed from his malign influence. Now she will take refuge in the sanctuary of the convent, where she will be guided on the righteous path back to our Lord Jesus Christ. God be praised.
Matthias soon recovered from his illness, but when he went to look for Johanka, he found only an empty room. Although she'd been cleared of the charge of heresy, she had to leave with the Inquisitor to enter a convent and do penance for her sins. And all that Matthias had left of her was a bittersweet memory. God alone knows if either of us will ever see her again.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monseigneur. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance clouded her reason.
Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And the Virgin Mary did visit me, and I would be lying before her, before God and my own conscience, if I denied it.
If you don't recant and return to the bosom of Holy Mother Church, then you have sealed your own fate. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
It's all true, and the will of the Blessed Virgin, her sacred will that I will never recant.
Sometimes, to save the body of the true church, it is necessary to amputate a gangrenous limb.
It's a pizza time, chat. Where is Lord Spy?
Full of grace,
I own him one slice.
the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou,
Why? I thought they will not punish her.
and blessed
Chat, eat everybody one piece.
of thy womb.
Today's 50% of pizza, that's why I bought it for my family. Ah, I have to eat pizza with normal light.
Johanka of Scarlets refuses to accept the truth and recant her delusive preaching. Her tongue
Yes.
is an instrument of the devil. It
I
must be
give it one
plucked
to you,
out and
bro.
cast from the body of the heretic, along with the devil, so that her soul
Devil.
be purged of evil.
I had a rubber voice now. Eat this, chat. This is 6 cheeses pizza. What are they doing? Killing her? And Henry didn't save her? Ah, this is 2 different cutscenes. In one we can save her, in another she died.
Despite her suffering, Johanka remained faithful to her conviction. Brother Nicodemus tried to heal her terrible wounds, but in vain. Her cruel punishment was too much to endure. Matthias never lived to hear of Johanka's
it wasn't
fate. Soon
healing,
afterwards,
it was punishment.
he succumbed to his sickness. Although it's forbidden to bury a heretic in consecrated ground, we lay Johanka and Matthias to rest together, side by side, in a place where I hope they will finally find peace. as Brother Nicodemus said.
Guys,
God
this
will
game is
forgive us
just
for
like a
following
good
our
movie.
hearts.
I will not eat corners
Thy
today.
kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Amen.
What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
It seems nobody really believed in God. Because they did all this bad stuff.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Really? Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. But some people really good believers. So they believed it was good for them. I have to clean my mouth. Brill, eat slice of pizza.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum
Cool music.
et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione
And now in Mexico, really popular Christian rap.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Игра, которая как фильм. Да, это Kingdom Come Deliverance, там просто очень много заставок. Но сама игра душноватая, поэтому я ее скипнул, и мы просто смотрим как фильм. Is it 2K? Nice, we watch it in a shitty quality. Who need gameplay, bro? Okay, in this game, he sleep with a lot of women.
Given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get
He
my hands on
fighted.
the fiend with whom
He
he
was
cooked up
in
this
bandit
asinine
camp.
plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck.
He drink with
in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him
priest.
flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it. Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you, you bastard!
How much pizza can I eat?
What will you do now?
Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking... Here, take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards and tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the Friars found out we've gone.
Your lucky die?
In a manner of speaking. Hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live.
Guys, 6 cheese,
Brother
but
Gregor.
it still smells like
Henry.
door blue.
All right. Brother Henry. May God be with you.
Door blue dominated it. Why, when we eat pizza, we have to eat it until we almost die? Why people never eat pizza in medium size? For example, I don't want anymore, and they stop.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap.
Such a polite thief.
But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
The best stuff is really rob a monastery.
Sir, may I...
Because they always
What
have
is
a lot
it?
of money.
I went to the fight master as you ordered, and I... What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
He's coming round.
Cool, all the game about
I
only one
apologize for
sword.
the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm gonna keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead.
Father is dead.
That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. They told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate. I'm sure you'd rather hear it
It wasn't his real father?
under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig
What?
Kobela. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless...
Sorry, I can't react. I
and he
have
still
pizza in
hasn't
my mouth.
acknowledged you.
On this twist.
Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to tell me why you came here.
I was looking for my father's sword. Which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you. And I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The
And
only
Henry
force
will
in this
solo
country
stop this
capable
war.
of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new lord of the realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
The strong
Sir?
dog fucks the bitches.
It's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me? Jesus, that brutally worked you over. Here. Try to drink. I thought you'd never come round.
How do you know my name?
Don't you recognize me?
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh, quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me, given the balls that he has. Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Hanush.
Chad, I have one cheese stick for you.
I'm sorry, sir.
Eat it.
This fellow...
Henry.
Father?
Your son.
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
You're my dad.
I got a bit tied up at Vranyig, but now I know what they're planning.
Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Hanush.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry.
Father?
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vranyig, but now I know what they're planning.
Swine. You fucking swine! This
I
is
thought
what
we
I get for
killed
sticking out
this
my
guy.
neck for you. I'll kill you, you cunt!
Henry, I must say I'm a little confused.
Go, you bastard! I'm innocent. I saved this fucker's life.
He's scum.
Well, then lock him up.
You'll pay for this. My lord will slaughter you all like sheep. You don't stand a chance in hell. Leave me alone. Let me go, you fuckers. Ah! Ah!
Let's make an example of him. Put anyone else off the idea of banditry. I'll tell the executioner.
Well, that's not exactly how the law works.
Well, how does the law work these days? Not very well from what I've seen. And I'm not wasting food on
Sorry,
criminals.
guy, for
I'll be
this
trying to find
big
someone
chewing,
to try them.
but sometimes
Besides,
streamers have to eat.
It'll be good to show the common folk that we're taking action.
But
True
after
enough.
this, I almost fall asleep.
Get a good meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
It's still 1 hour,
my lord.
25 minutes.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I plan to tell you. I'm sorry Istvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord.
So next game will be about nobleman.
Good. Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
They even look alike.
Nice to see such a good turnout. The more the merrier.
Arsehole. You won't think it's so funny in a minute.
I think you're fucking hilarious.
Керри диалог Чанг 2 евро. We want at your games.
Today we will finish this game finally. Today we will watch it to the end. Only
Now
1 hour
bullshit.
left.
I didn't come here for a chat.
Just as well. You're not much of a conversationalist.
We gonna get on with this anytime soon?
Let's do it, Dopici!
But soon will be second part of this game. Teamwork.
Now listen up. You best start treating your workers better unless you want a repeat of this.
Yeah.
If I hear one more word of complaint about you, I'll kick you from here to Talmberg and back.
Ooh.
Damn. You what? Get the shit beaten out of you again?
Bastards!
Maybe.
Chat,
But
this
remember,
food big
from
was
now on,
beautiful.
That mill's gonna be as peaceful as a cloister on Easter Sunday.
Oh. Is that it? It's a bit...
Ordinary? Are you serious? I got it straight from the fucking humans.
Oh, it's not exactly, terrifying, is it?
It's about as frightening as my aunt's speckled hen.
They just don't look much like a human to me.
Have any of you actually seen a human?
What? Do you mean close up?
Don't be daft.
Miramir's described them many times.
Everyone knows humans are monstrous. They're barbarians. Pagans.
Whereas you look like a little boy playing at soldiers.
And just who the hell is Miramir?
He's a regular in my tavern. He works as a caravan guard, and he knows what he's talking about. He's been eye to eye with a human, and he's lived to tell the tale. You can ask him yourself.
Nah, what are they now?
Oi, Henry. Take that ridiculous thing off before anyone sees you, eh?
What's taking them so long?
Oh, I really don't know.
Ready? Good. Now put it on.
Well, definitely an improvement.
That's good. That's really fucking good.
You don't think it's too much?
It's perfect. If I met you at night, I'd shit myself.
That's exactly what humans look like.
Says the man who's never seen one.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what people think humans look like.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all.
We're only just getting started.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes.
Фу,
sorry.
sorry.
As a guide.
Sometimes
I'm Henry.
the man
I'm
just
Jakey.
have to
And
eat
this
the
here fella,
pizza.
we call the stone.
Training
See
skill.
why? What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped
Plot
it out
in
of
this game is cool
Anyway.
as hell.
you better come along with me.
He doesn't
I'll
have
introduce you
tongue?
to the other fellas. And the chief.
Why he was like a snake?
These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now.
He
Don't get on the wrong
distinguished
side of them, though. When
into
their
a
blood is up.
mercenary camp again?
Well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Why one in helmet and another one just in
Sir?
cape?
Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got around to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and
Yes, now
courtesy.
Gendry is
Enough with
noble.
that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time,
Chat,
young grateful
actually,
pup.
first part was
Get your
the
ass
best.
moving. Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure.
No problem, Chief.
Is it a mist or it's just a graphic glitch? It seems I have to test it.
For a bit. My arse is aching, and I've such a thirst I could drink a moat dry.
Same here. What do you say, Chief?
Not to worry.
Yes, now it's
We'll
better.
choose it soon. We'll spend the night there.
I heard they've got a peculiar priest there. They say he drinks like the devil himself.
There's nothing strange about that. Every other man of the cloth is a swill pot.
Or a lecher.
Or both.
It will give me additional 50 minutes only?
Quiet. Listen.
YouTube playthrough finally content. It's only for this game. Mad not.
Please, sir, help me.
Don't worry, lass. Nothing to fear. We're with Sir Radzik, in the manner of speaking. What's the matter?
These brigands came. The men
My PC is not
fled
fast
and left
enough.
us there. They started
to
pillaging
load
the
it.
place, drinking whatever they could find and smashing things. I ran off, but the other girls... You've got to save them. Please, I beg you.
Look at your face. What's wrong with it?
You say?
Are you sure it's full
They rolled the
story?
costumes
Seems
to
more
courtyard
like
and started
prologue
sweating
only
like
or
pigs
DLC.
No.
Actually, it's a full story.
If you want to make a proper goulash, you should soak the meat in ale.
Because we were monastery, drink with monarch, we were
Let them get well soaked,
disguised
and then go and
in
chop 'em
a
up. Good thinking, Chief.
bandit scam.
What about the girls? Those men, they were...
I'm sure your friends won't be getting nothing they ain't had before.
Well, unless they be nuns.
Jakey, go and scout ahead. Don't want us running into any surprises. See if there's a good spot for us to camp.
Right, Chief.
I don't
What's the
understand
matter with
how
Jakey? Don't back
RPG
talk.
system
I
works
gave
in
him
this
sweet
game.
snaps at supper.
Because
Perhaps
it
made a man of
doesn't
him
feel
overnight.
like Henry became stronger and
All that
stronger.
poor piss of yours took away his will to live.
Seems he's still the same. It's a musical, guys. It's a musical. Oh no! It was a stupid idea to sing in a battle.
All right, Henry.
Whoa!
I'm coming, brother. Second. Catch the horse,
We're on the riverbank.
He's like a shooter. Boom, boom.
We have to get back to the bank, quick, before they cut us off.
What? It's different? In one cutscene we find
There
them
they
first, in another we just died?
I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want to parlay, sir.
Parlay, eh? Right then.
Let's parlay.
It seems in this game you can ruin everything.
God be with you, Sakuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago that was. In those days we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not...
How long does it take to finish this game? I need only 1 hour more.
Your quarrel with Lord Coppola
It's
is my
worth it,
affair,
yes.
since he tasked me with
If
keeping
you have
order
time,
in his
it's worth
lands. And you, Hagen, you were disturbing that order.
No offense, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Kobyla concerns a higher ideal. Kobyla shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favor.
Radzig.
And from what I've heard, it's not the first time.
Let's
you've had
go
pay him
to
back.
color
It won't be the last
that
either.
give me
The fact
power
of the
not
matter
to
is,
sleep.
you fight Kobyla's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
It's true, Sir Hagen. This is not the first time I've paid Radzig back, nor will it be the last. But then, he did save my neck from the noose, so I'll be long beholden to him. I'll make no bargain with you, but I will take your silver.
You would fight me? You're a damn fool.
I've no wish to fight, but neither do you. Otherwise you wouldn't have tried to buy me off. So it seems that we're evenly matched.
You can do
Let's see
one-on-one
who
in
calls you
every
favors.
game, or in every battle.
So be it.
Sorry, Henry. You know how things are. Times are hard. Tell Radzig, he'd do the same in my shoes. Take my advice, lad. It's better to stay alive.
Good luck.
You're Radzig's man.
I
eh?
see you. Oh, hello, Tracer.
We'll go back to Rattay. Tell him the hiding is over.
I thought you
expect him to
did.
face me on the battlefield.
No.
Chat, can you invite
First you'll face
everyone
me.
to fight you one-on-one and just
challenge
kill all of them?
Look here, lad. My quarrel is with Radzig. It's him I want to fight, not you.
You bought Kuno off with coin, but he's just a common mercenary. I serve Sir Radzig whatever the circumstances. And you like to talk about honour, Sir Hagen, so I'm sure you understand I have mine too. And I will defend my liege lord.
Very well. If you want to die for your lord, I won't deny you that privilege.
How this old guy
This will
could
be an
win
honourable fight, man to
young
man.
and
If I should fall, you're not to touch a hair on the lad's head.
gigabytes on C2 is over. What is
St. George guide
gigabytes
my
on
hand.
C2? I don't understand what will be next game. If now he's noble, if he son of the Grace.
Well, well, Divish. I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting without you.
What news? Did you parley with them?
We did.
And what was the outcome?
They're all so
quite
happy
what
to
we
have a
hoped for.
fight, and they will die
Radzig wanted to
immediately.
go pally with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
It seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
So, I believe we have a plan. Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an
This is literally GTA.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault, rain burning arrows on them, and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth.
Why we don't have a helmet? We're a space
We
marine
are
or
about
what?
to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to their little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Robard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces. Have you got it? Yes, sir! Good.
Yes, sir, да,
Now,
sir.
when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it, and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood? Yes, sir! Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward!
Where's that Hungarian bastard? Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
Does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Top? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
We have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
They skip it fight fully.
A letter?
There is blood.
What
So,
does it say,
fight was a real
Alongside
moment.
hunting, drinking, and swordplay,
Not
you
a
might find time for a
cutscene.
little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway. What does the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything's going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle?
What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Again him?
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you.
He's thwarted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Oh, no, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle.
Chat,
Which
maybe
castle?
I will fall asleep just a little bit.
Oh, some nearby castle, left completely unguarded. Now I wonder where it could be.
Ah, he stole his
What
castle.
are you saying, you horse son?
Well, he was away.
Did he go to Talmberg?
You'll never get him. You'll never get.
What? We're planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not? Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
Imagine how hard it was to go on a war in this time. Even 50 kilometers for army, it was a huge distance. He's like surprise attack.
Halt! Who goes there?
I'm not
Greetings.
panicking. I don't care about this guy.
We were ambushed. We need assistance. We are building men here. Open the gate.
The Lord be praised.
Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
We sleep
My
it with
lady.
Lady Stephanie.
Faster, man! Come on, faster!
Faster,
My men
faster.
are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning.
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour
And
of
now
need.
he will kill
True.
she.
Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides.
Get out of the way!
The devil lurks in the shadows.
Come on!
And one fears
Cool
taking
moment.
Christ into his house. Signal the others. Yes, sir.
It was so easy to just open a door and go to anybody's castle. Why he didn't told her anything?
We're too late. Quickly! Follow me!
I overchilled.
Come out, you rat! Come out and fight like a man!
I don't think so. I like it better right here.
Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat.
I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
What? What he's doing here?
Radzig? What do you want, you viper?
Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die.
Really? And
Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding.
his
The good
armor
Lord is harder
absolutely
to come
useless.
by.
Even
How
against
the hell
this
did they get
small.
Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against
Arrow.
reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I, we have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if.
Oh,
But if
and
they see them,
Henry
they
will
can't
go
raise the porthouse
inside and
quietly.
open the door and
Damn
kill
it.
it.
We can save
Wow,
just
it's
one
a stealth mission. This game is really cool, guys.
It's a perilous undertaking.
That's why I'm watching it without
Who would you
gameplay,
send?
because maybe I will complete it someday.
Then let us make ready.
It seems, Robar, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders. And we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
Then we're left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where is Master Faithful?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon as...
Bring him to me. Let's not waste time.
And now they will open the door. Chad, this is a popular actor or not?
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir, I understand
and
that.
You are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
That is, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
I thought Henry went inside and will open the door.
Any of you are having second thoughts. This is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done.
Geralt?
We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their
40 minutes only, guys.
Then we'll
Only
have to go to
40
the gate and
minutes
try to
left.
open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do
And
it
I
if we know
already
exactly
used
how things
to
stand.
additional speed.
And
Now it doesn't
if they
feel
sound the
like
alarm,
it
before we've
has
done
additional
anything,
speed.
we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
Come on then, let's get the fuck out of here before they catch us.
Gorva! Fuck my ass!
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want? A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Guys,
be assured,
because of this dubbing, they
We do
all
not intend
sound
to starve them into
extra
submission,
British. But we know
but to break
they
down the
all
gate.
Polish.
I am at your service, my
That's
lord.
why
We
it's
will build
better
the
to play
trebuchet
game
quickly.
with
It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example,
native
Roketa to
voice.
sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roketa? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roketa are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward,
Oh.
something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roketa, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand.
They don't
We
have
find
black
ourselves
powder?
in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Move. Move. Damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish. Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close. Havel Medic.
My.
Surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him. Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land
Nobles,
is in chaos.
all
It's a wonder we
these
can find out anything at
characters
all.
are
If
too
they attack
good
from
in
the
this
rear, we'd be
game.
finished, just as Toth has been.
They all just extra noble,
He's been one step ahead of us the
honest
whole
men.
time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
It can be
Robar,
true.
How do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well,
Extra
sir,
honored, extra
my joints
noble.
don't deceive me, and they rarely do. It'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here.
Extra
We'll make a
wise.
stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Tamburg.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
Нет, вот
We
именно. Они
hold
должны
out.
быть ублюдками.
I'll give
А
you
в итоге
orders,
только их сыновья тусят и развлекаются. А они все такие благородные, супер добрые. Я хочу жаловаться на то, что они ублюдки. Это более реалистично. Они тут такие все друзья, все братья.
What? Let's be boy.
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan.
Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
Come on, guys. Да, но они какие-то совсем уж добрые, такие, мстители. А все остальные такие плохие, они мирняк никогда не убивают, и молодцы такие. И справедливые. Это все по заказу элит игра.
Well,
The damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzig and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get
Just,
that rat out of there?
just
Sir, I
flew
might have
Henry
some-
inside the castle.
What about exchanging hostages?
I don't know. Other people always kill
He was the captain at
prisoners.
Vranyik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here.
Just
Seems to be on
threw
very
Henry into a castle.
intimate terms with Toth.
I think this
He
is
might
the
be able to
best.
tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hanish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighborly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance.
Finally kill this cheater. Kill him.
If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, Your Grace. And for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or
Just
they won't be for long,
switch
Hanush.
one on another. Or let him go.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell.
I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
What is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
How many
Jobst of Luxembourg,
lords
his cousin,
will
King
be
Wenceslaus,
here?
And Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems a decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanush. All right. We'll let the men rest a
What
while,
is
and then
this
attack.
sector?
Come to
I
me
know
when
this
everything is
sector.
ready.
I know this sector, but I can't Google. I'm trying to Google it, but it's hard.
Now, let's see how strong those walls are.
Let it rip!
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated.
What's wrong with
That's
my
perfectly
head?
normal.
Just a
Right
haircut.
up the range in no time.
Ты мне видео про мышь-то сделал хотя бы? Про гребаную мышь. Это будет не актуально опять. Мышь! Какую? То, что я написал, что обязательно сделать вчера. Там 3 ролика. No, my castle! Wow! How they did it? Imagine to attack your own castle. I don't understand. I thought usually lords have some black exit. У Фоксика всегда какие-нибудь истории. Надо Косточкина разыскать, вот он будет ответственным. Who it is?
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Косточкин хемик,
Don't kill
Фоксик.
feet, Hanush.
Three Musketeers.
Istvan! It's over!
And коррупция. Four Musketeers.
You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
I have a question. While his army not betray him in a moment where they have no choice to escape, kill him to receive freedom. Imagine, you're surrounded by a huge ass army, and there is only 5 of you inside with a hostage. You could just betray this lord and finish it all.
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, you're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
Yes, tell it to his men.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship.
I will stream. Фокси, сделай про
Radzig
мышь
comes with
видео.
me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question. Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks his truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor.
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
I can't find this actor. I can't find it.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
I can't find. This is definitely famous actor. How to find him?
Bring the horses.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish,
Stephanie.
forgive me, husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
I can't
My
Google
apologies for
him.
keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
He has only 20 minutes to find him. I think it will be in the next
Quick!
part.
To the battlements! We have to see which way they go. Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
If we will not kill main evil,
There's no sign of them. Move on. There!
how good will be next part? Now I really want to play it.
I'm glad to see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too, and now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
This guy that was in buff and drink a
Right,
lot
Father. I am.
now became
They
noble.
treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
Depressed man walk by
looks
foot
like it's all over.
500 kilometers.
It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
Catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
He knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing. Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures. Even
he's
fought in a
younger?
war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
Ah,
He
it's
spent some
Czech,
time
it's
in
not
Prague,
Poland.
Then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name.
Yes, so in next part
Mark
we
Vark
should
von
kill
Auschwitz.
this guy.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in
Collect
this world
the
that are
sword.
worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. It is better not to dwell too much on that, at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
That's all, chat. I think this is the end. Music. Yes. Only 13 minutes. Beautiful
Doing
game.
well, son.
Chuck Norris?
Come now. You know whose side you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. I'm proud of you.
For what? I let you down. lost the sword. I let that
I
bastard
lost the
get away.
sword, I
so hard on
found
yourself.
new father.
There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting.
Now look at me. Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
No! Dad!
Will I ever see you again?
In game it was sadder, more sad.
Make her proud.
And what a problem? If afterlife is so beautiful, what is the reason to not die?
No, no. What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords
You're still
and
my
ladies.
friend, bro.
And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here. Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan?
This game is too
Assume
wholesome.
that we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the
With
first one to know.
this war
No
hunt.
fear. We'll
What?
get him eventually.
I hope you're right.
It's not me.
Anyway,
It's all
let's go and see what Jobst wants
cutscenes.
from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace.
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that...
Dropout carrier chunk 8 евро. Do you have your personal beer at home, like all Rassines?
Of course, I can
all
show
this
you.
unrest must come to an end.
Thank you for
This
money.
kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
Here it is.
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
Thank
I
you,
have to
but
confess, my
it's
lord,
just
that
a
your
myth.
answer surprises
It's
me a
just
little.
a myth.
If I'm correctly informed, until
We
recently,
have
you
them
sided with
only
your
in a
other
village.
cousin, Sigismund.
That
I am a
cannot
city
deny,
boy.
and I have always stated my position plainly. But times
I don't
have
have my
changed.
beer.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit
We
his
all
father's
have
gift for
nuclear
governing.
Plants,
Sadly,
yes.
his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg
Bohemia.
family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his
Master,
temperament.
are you
He
ready
cares
for
only
your
wine,
exams?
women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young
Just
sir,
kill this
the
king.
crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he
Wish
did
you
surrender
luck.
power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas has invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes
It
sense. when you
should
think
be
about it.
nice.
Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't
Guys,
quite
this
work
game
out.
is too wholesome and everything is good after all.
Agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation.
Just our parents died and
But
that's
then
all.
Wenceslas realized he would
And
just
now
be
we
a
all
puppet
happy.
with a crown.
I must
We
say,
even found
Margrave
us a
Lobs,
new father.
Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Interesting, will be a new
Yes,
game
Your Graces,
previously
it's true.
in
I
Kingdom
was
Come.
there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is.
Okay,
the king is
still
incompetent,
in
but
next
we must protect
part
him.
we will
The
find
simple
our
truth, gentlemen,
sword.
is that for all of Wenceslas's faults,
Even
we
if
have
it's
no
almost
one else.
impossible.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergov, Heinrich von
The
Rosenberg.
situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghoff is on your side.
Well,
Are we to assemble an army
choice.
together with him and face Sigismund
But this is shit. They finished this game with this shitty
on the
speech.
field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly.
It was
without
better to finish the
unnecessary
game
hostilities or
on the field.
expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and
Sigmund.
Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose?
How
To sit
how
with
he
your
cut
arms
his
folded
hair
till the
like
Bohemian
this
lands are turned to
in
ashes
these
like
old times?
scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator.
Only
and he'll also
5
be a good
minutes left.
bodyguard if anything should happen.
Okay, it
And I'll
was
send Sir
wholesome
John here to
almost all
Gutenberg
the
to be my
time,
eyes
but
and ears
sometimes
there. I believe
it's
both
too,
your reports
too
will
slow.
help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing.
And that's why he killed
slaughtering
all
and
these
pillaging
people.
a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Gutenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that horseman who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
Star Wars. The end? Now I'm ready to a second part. Nice one. It was nice one. Nice one.